Ramprasad, you can start the session. Huh? ఎన్ని గంటలకి? Huh? ఒక 1 hour తర్వాత 1 hour 11కి పెట్టమను. Okay. So in last class, we discussed about how to write set of driver instructions. Okay. We understood how to create a TestNG class. We understood how to create a package. Okay. All these things we understood. Okay. So today we will do some more exercises. Okay. After that, we will continue the next session. Okay. So first of all, okay, there is a project, Orange HRM toll project is there. I want to create a package. So how to create the package? Right click, new and package. So I'm going to create my package name as A1 underscore A01. So this is the package got created. Okay. And after creating the package, what I have to do? I have to create TestNG class. Okay. So right click and go to TestNG and click on create TestNG class. TC01 add jobs I'm doing. So I want to automate a scenario TC01 add jobs. So just I'm clicking on finish. 1 second. Okay, TC01 add jobs. Okay, let me increase the font size. Okay, I have created TC01 add jobs. Right. So just give the enough spaces. So the next thing what I need, so first I will show you the what is the scenario that I want to automate. Okay, let me go back to this application URL. So I want to navigate to this application and I want to automate how to add jobs in the system. So I'm logged in with admin 123, and I want to automate a scenario, add job scenario. So I want to click on admin and I want to click on job. And after that, I want to click on job titles. After that, I want to click on add button and I want to enter job title. Okay, sales one description. And I want to create a sales one note. So this is the record I want to create and I'm clicking on save. So just check Control F and check whether this record has been created or not. So this is the record has been created. Okay. So I want to automate this scenario. Okay. So I'm ready with my, so I have created my, so what is the first step I have to do? I have to rename my method name. Okay. Add jobs test. Okay. Add jobs test I have done. So after that, I'm copying those 4 lines of code. Okay. Control C. Okay. I copied those 4 lines of code. Right.
We need to declare the web driver.
Okay. The first point I forgot. We have to declare the web driver. So first we need to declare web driver. This is the first point. Okay. So we have to import the web driver object. Okay. So supporting libraries, just click on import web driver. So the supporting library imported successfully here. Okay. Right. And we have written these 4 lines of code. So once you execute this program, your browser will be launched and application URL will be invoked. So now I want to automate the login page. So first what I need to do here, I have to inspect. So let me inspect my web element. So ID is equal to txt username. I'm taking the web element ID. Okay, txt username. And I have to inspect web element password. Okay, so just I'm right clicking and I'm clicking on inspect. So the ID of this web element ID is txt password. Control C. And login button. Right click and click on inspect. ID is equal to button login. Control C. So I have to write 3 lines of code. Okay, let me copy my set of driver instructions from any other programs. Okay, for reference, I'm taking this is the one line of code, Control C, and I'm going back to my program here. So I'm copying 3 lines of code. I have to 1, 2, 3. So the first one is driver will find the web element ID as txt username and it will enter value as admin. And driver will find the web element ID as txt password and it will enter password as admin123. And driver will identify the element ID as button login and it will perform click operation. So if I will run this program, so let me close all other programs. So if I will run this program, what will happen? Okay, not this one, I think. Which package I have created? A1 underscore demo1. Okay. So my login page will be opened and I will be navigated to my home page. Okay, let me run this program. Right click, go to run as and click on test ng test. One second. Your browser was not open. Okay, session not created. Okay, one second. So in C drive, Chrome driver Win32. Okay, this is the Chrome driver.exe file. It is not able to open my Chrome browser. This is the Chrome driver.exe. It is not able to open my Chrome browser. So it is showing session not created exception. Okay. So actually, this is the installation step I have to tell. Okay. Anyway, we are going to tell in 3rd class. So I am downloading WebDriver now. So how to download WebDriver anyway, we'll come to know now. So first of all, you have to know what is your Chrome browser version. Okay. My Chrome browser version is here, help and about Google Chrome. So my Chrome browser version is 92. So I have to download my Chrome driver.exe also related to 92 only. Okay. So now I'm going to download my Chrome driver.exe. So the official website for Selenium is Selenium dev. So we need to navigate to selenium.dev website. Okay. I'm navigating to this one. So you can click directly on downloads here. So here we need to download Chrome driver.exe. So I'm expanding my browsers and I have to click on Chrome driver documentation here. So my Chrome browser version is 92. In case in next day, in after 1 week, after 1 month, if it is updated to 93, you have to download Chrome 93. So now I'm going to download 92. Okay, I'm downloading 92. So here you need to download. This is for Linux operating system. This is for Mac. This is also for Mac. This is for Windows. Okay, I'm downloading Windows Chrome driver win32.zip file. So it's got downloaded. So whatever is there, this is Chrome driver 90 related. I'm deleting this one. I think this file is already in using. So I will rename it. Okay. So just now my Chrome driver.exe file I have downloaded. So I have to navigate to my downloads folder. So I'm going back and checking my downloads. So this is the one it has downloaded. Okay. Cut and I'm going back to my C drive, Chrome driver Win32, and I'm pasting here, extract here. So this is the one just now downloaded. Okay. So my Chrome browser version is 92 and my Chrome driver webdriver.exe is also 92. Okay. So your programs will be executed now. Okay. If I will run the program now my Chrome driver.exe will be invoked. Okay. Anyway, during installation time, I will tell you how to download Chrome driver. Just I got stuck and I'm telling that's it on. So it's navigated to home page. Okay. So as of now, we have written set of driver instructions up to home page. Now I want to automate admin job title. So what I supposed to do now, I have to inspect. I'm right clicking and I'm inspecting admin. So body got selected. If it is body selected, again we need to inspect. So here, there is no ID has been given. You can check immediate top web element. Okay, Control C. So I'm taking the admin web element. Admin. After that, I want to click on job. Okay, right click, click on inspect. So menu admin job. Admin job titles. Right click, click on inspect. ID is equal to this one. So I am taking the ID of that web element ID, job titles. After clicking on job titles, I navigated to this page. So here I need to inspect my web element. So ID is equal to button add. Okay, after clicking on add button, I'm navigating to this page. Okay, so I need to enter job title. ID is equal to job title, this one. So is this a send keys or click operation? This one, send keys. So job title underscore job description. So this is also send keys. And I'm not automating job specification. I'm ignoring this part. And so ID is equal to job title note. So I have to enter job title, job description, and job note. And after that, I want to click on save. So right click and click on inspect. ID is equal to button save. Control C. So how many lines of code I have to write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 lines. Okay. So I'm taking one line of code for reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So Control X. So I'm clicking on admin. I'm clicking on job driver.find. I'm clicking on job titles. And I'm clicking on add button. And I have to click on job title and sorry, I have to enter. So I'm taking send keys here and I'm specifying send keys of sales 2 I'm creating. Okay. And the next one is job description. This is also send keys only. This is also send keys only. And button save dot click. This is a click operation. So here I need to enter sales sales 2 description and sales note. So we are clear. We have written all the set of driver instructions. Now I'm saving my program and let me run my program now. Right click, run as test-ng test. So the record has been created. Okay, control F. And what is the record I have to look for? Sales 2. See, this is the sales 2 record has been created. Okay, if I want to create one more record, what I supposed to do? I have to change my input data. Then the new record will be created in the system. Sales 3, sales 3. So that's it. With this new data, your record will be created. Okay. So whenever you are running the program, ensure that you are modifying your input data. Otherwise, what will happen? This record already exists. It will show you in the system. See, this is the sales 3 record has been created. Okay. So now we understood how to write set of driver instructions and how to create package. The basic concept we understood. Okay. So for the same program, I'm going to do some more extension part. Okay. Okay, right. In day 2 underscore Java, okay, there is a package. So just I'm taking one method. One second. So this is the method find element method. Okay. So this is the method. Okay. Generally this method people will in other institutes they may tell or they won't tell. Okay. But here I will tell definitely what is the importance of this method. Okay. 90% they won't tell about this method in any of the institutes. Okay. So just I'm copying this method. Okay. Yesterday I told you a class can contain n number of methods. So I can paste that method anywhere I want inside the class. So I pasted this method. Okay. So after, so what is this method and why I am using what is this purpose of this method, I will tell you. Okay. So this is the method we are going to use in all the programs. Okay. So what is the purpose of this method, we will see now. So once you write find element method, okay, you no need to write driver dot. You can write only find element. One second. Okay. So if you are writing any of the method, okay, the syntax for a particular, for any of the method, see here I have written one method, public and find element, and for any of the method you have to write this keyword, throws exception. Suppose if you are writing public void method name and throws exception, this is the syntax. Okay. Whenever you are writing any of the method, immediately you can write throws exception. About this keyword and this explanation I will tell you in the next classes. Okay. Okay, I'm saving. Okay. So wherever you are writing driver dot, just you can write find element only. Okay, I'm going to execute my program now. Okay, simply I have copied this method. Okay, and instead of writing driver dot find element, simply I'm writing find element method. Okay, so if you will write find element method like this, okay, which line it is executing in background, which web element it is executing in background, so that corresponding web element border will be highlighted. Okay, let's see, so that it is easy to understand which line of code it is executing in background. Okay, let me run my program. So while executing this line, this particular web element border will be highlighted in red color. See, I mentioned in this method the web element border, it has to highlight in red color. Okay, so let me run my program now. So that it is easy to understand which line it is executing in background. Okay. See, username, password. Now it will highlight admin. After that, it will highlight job titles, add button, job title. So each and every web element border it is highlighting, so that it is easy to understand which line it is executing in background also. Okay. So if you don't want to highlight that web element border, that's fine. But the best practice is this one. Okay. So that anybody can understand which line it is executing in background. Okay. The purpose of this method is to highlight a web element border during runtime. Suppose if I want to execute my web element border in some blue color, I can change it to blue. Okay. And I can change it to sales 5. So while executing your program, okay, while executing your program, the web element borders will be highlighted in blue color now. See. So that it's easy to understand. Okay. Suppose I have given by mistake my job title description. I have given something different one. By typo mistake, it's got I have written like this. Okay. So I'm saving my program and again I'm running my program. So whatever locator name that you have inspected in web element in the HTML page, the driver, it will look with this web element. And after that, once it is found, it will perform send keys operation. In case if you are giving ID, okay, what system will be except no such a Latin will be stuck and it fade. Okay. Run as so while executing your it will got stuck at that line. So job entered up to job title at job description we can easily identify. Okay, because web element borders are highlighting and you are coming to know easily. So the lines to here. Okay, and let's go and check in the what kind of exception whenever you are giving invalid locator name. Okay, first what is the exception showing? No such element exception. So it could not able to find that web element locator. Okay, so no such element, unable to locate element job title underscore job description 1 2 3. So unable to locate. So because of typo mistake it was done. So again you have to rename it and you can run it. Okay. So the purpose of this method, sir, do I need to remember this method? No, not at all required. Okay. Even 10 years people also, they are not aware this is the method is available in Selenium. Okay. Just simply you can copy this method and execute it. Okay. So that while executing your lines of code, you can easily understand. Okay. So the important interview question is when you will get no such element exception. So whenever you are giving some invalid locator ID or name, okay. So in such case, the driver could not able to locate that web element on the web page. Then it will throw an exception, no such element exception, 100% interview question. Okay. So going forward in all my programs, by default, I will use this method. And I won't remember this method also. Simply I can copy and paste it. You can also reuse it like that. Okay. Okay. So the sales 6 record has been created. Okay. So we understood a class can contain a number of methods. Okay. This is the default. This is the method we are using. Okay. Whatever Selenium has given, that method we are using. And where instead of writing, so sir, can I write driver dot find element? Yes, you can write. Only thing is your web element border, it cannot be highlighted. But if you want to highlight, okay, you no need to write driver dot. Okay, ensure that method is there in your class. That's it only. Okay, right. And going forward, if you are writing any of the method, ensure that you are writing throws exception immediately after the method name. Okay, so here like this. Okay, so that is the best practice. Is everyone clear as of now? Can I go for the next topic? Okay, right.
I have one more.
Okay, so I'm going to discuss about first topic in Java, core Java concepts. Okay, so in a class we can write n number of methods, I'm telling. Okay, I'm going to tell you that scenario. Okay, so first of all, I don't want to disturb this program. Okay, just I'm copying this program and I'm pasting here. Right click. So first I copied this program, right click and copy, and select this package and right click and paste. So here it is showing add jobs to. So instead of that, I can rename it to methods. So I'm going to write n number of methods in this class. See, tc01 add jobs underscore methods.java file. So I have not written all this code. I can reuse this program and I can do required changes directly. So every time you no need to write from the beginning of the program. Okay, right. Now I want to write n number of methods, I said. Okay, so you can write methods. Generally you can write, so this is the ending curly bracket for the class. So you can write your methods here or outside of any of the method. So ensure every method can contain some starting curly bracket and ending curly bracket. Anyway, I'm going to write here now, public void open Chrome browser. Throws exception. So I have written one method. Method name I can write whatever I want, right? So I'm going to write one more method. Control C, open orange HRM. Okay, open orange HRM. Second method completed. And third one, so I'm going to write login method, LOGIN, login method. Okay, third method is completed. And Control C, and so add jobs method. Okay, I'm done. And I want to write one more method, close browser. So in a class I have written 1 2 3 4 5, total 5 methods I have written just now. Okay, so I have written 5 methods. So what I'm going to do right now, let's see. Okay, the first method is open Chrome browser. So the Chrome browser related lines of code I will keep into the, so I'm removing from here, Control X, and I'm pasting in my open Chrome browser method. Okay, and second part, open orange HRM application URL method. I'm removing and I'm pasting. So I'm moving appropriate lines of code into appropriate method name. Okay, open orange HRM. Okay, next, login related lines of code. So these three are related to login related lines of code. So I'm pasting into here. Okay, and after that add jobs. So add jobs related methods I'm writing. So Control X, and I'm pasting here. So now it contains so many methods. So if once your script is executed, if you want to close the browser automatically, we can write immediately, you can write driver.quit. Okay, I'm writing one more last command in this one, driver.quit. Okay, 1 second. So browser also, it will be closed automatically. 1 second. So in your main test, right now, there is no lines of code. Okay, so if you will execute your program also, nothing will be executed. Okay, whatever you are writing, okay, you have to write inside a method only. Okay, if you are writing something outside of the main method, so wherever you are writing at the rate test, that method we can call it as a main method. Okay, wherever you are right, so all outside methods, it won't be executed because these are not main methods. So whatever code that you will write inside a method, that part only it will be executed. So I have written a number of methods now. Now I'm going to call all these methods in my main test. How to call these methods in my main test? So for the current class, this is my current class, Control C. For the current class, I'm creating an object. So how to create object in Java? So new, so class name. So this T1 we can call it as a object. Okay, you can create object name whatever you want, T1 or T12 or anything. Okay, I have for the current class I created an object. Okay, after that I'm going to call my methods T12 dot 2 dot. So what is my first method I want to call? Open Chrome browser method. After that, what is the next method I want to call? One second. The second method I want to call Open Orange HRM, Control C. Third method I want to call login method. And fourth method I want to call add jobs. And finally I want to call close browser method. So if somebody will review my main test, anybody can easily understand what is going in my program. So they can easily understand, okay, he's opening Chrome browser and he's launching application URL and he is doing login operation and he is doing add jobs, and after that he is closing the browser. Simply they can understand. Suppose in my main test, if I will write 1000 lines of code, can anybody understand? No, they cannot understand. So for simplicity purpose, you need to segregate the lines of code into appropriate method, so that your code and what is the lines of code it is indicating, everyone can easily understand. Okay, so for the current class, you have to create the object name, whatever name you can give, and object dot method name. So whatever, so you can call all the required methods in the as per the flow. So first I want to launch my browser, after that invoking, after that login, after that add jobs and close browser. So let me run my program. I'm changing my input data, sales 7 and sales 7. One second. Okay. Okay, now let me run my program. Right click, run as test-ng test. So while executing your method, the control will go to appropriate method and those lines of code will be executed. Okay, if somebody will review my code, they can easily understand, sir, why I have to write all the methods? I can write everything in a main program itself. Okay, so I can write 2000 lines of code in the main test itself, but you can understand, but others cannot understand if somebody is reviewing your code. Okay, so we have to write our code in a such a way that everyone can understand what is those lines of code it is indicating. So simply all these methods, so I have developed some methods, just I moved my lines of code into appropriate section and I'm calling all my methods. That's it. So your browser also, it will be closed automatically once program execution completed. So just now we have done job titles. So what is the record has been created? Control F, sales 7. So this is the record has been created. Okay. So what is the Java concept is here? Okay. So if a class can contain n number of methods, okay. So in Java, there are two types of methods are there. One is static methods and another one is non-static methods. So if you'll write a method name as public static, okay, if you'll write a method name as public static, so that method we can call it as a static method. But if you don't write static keyword, okay, we can call that method name as non-static methods. Okay, so now we have developed a program by using non-static methods. Okay, suppose if you want to call a non-static method in your main test, you have to create object for that class. then only you can able to access it. Okay, you have to create the object and later only you need to call the object, call the method name. Okay, so everyone understood how to write the methods and everything? Okay, let me go back to another program. One second, add nationalities program is there or not? Okay. So 1 second, I will show you one base PowerShell dot. Okay, we have 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes. If session got closed, you can rejoin. I will share the new link. Okay. So Bhavasri.com is my official website. Okay. You can download my running notes from this website. Okay. So go back to pages, click on course grid here. So here you can click on all labs download and everything is there. So just click on running notes. Okay. I'm downloading my running notes. So whatever topics just now I told you, everything will be there in this Word document. See, the below method is provided by Selenium team. So this is the method we are going to use in all the programs I told you. So no need to remember, just copy this method. Okay. And simply we will use the below method in all Selenium programs. Purpose is web element border will be highlighted during runtime. We can easily understand set of driver instructions execution sequence during runtime. Okay, the purpose of this method. No need to write driver dot find element every time. Simply you can write find element only. Okay, driver will be called implicitly whenever this find element method is executing. Driver will be called implicitly automatically. Okay. So here, if you are writing driver dot find element, where web element border cannot be highlighted. So like this, it will be executed. If you are writing find element like this, your script will be executed like this. Okay. So that is the first lab. So from highlighting of this web element border onwards, I have given all the running nodes. Okay. Just now I told you non-static methods. 1 second. So if a method name is without static, that method will be called as a non-static method. Non-static methods will be called as object.method name. So here I'm calling this one as an object. Okay, object.method names I'm calling. So whatever methods that I'm developed here, I'm calling my main method names here. Understood? So whenever these lines of code execute in the control will go back to that method and it will execute set of driver instructions. After that second method, after that third method. So the control will automatically go to that method